Hi friends, it's Ellen again. Just wanted to make a quick video. I'm going to try and keep this one short. And I wanted to talk to you about living a wonderful life on a fixed income or on a low income. That doesn't mean that you have to have a poor man's mentality. I never tell myself I can't afford that. I tell myself I don't want to spend money on that. Or if it's something that I really, really want, I'll find a way to get it. And I just have a couple of ideas here that you might want to try. And it's always worked for me. And I almost always get what I want, or at least something similar that will satisfy whatever my need is for that particular article or whatever. Okay, now one of the things, let me look at my list here. Okay, I rarely, very rarely, will pay full price for anything. If there's something I want, if I see it in a flyer or whatever, I will wait. I don't just run out and buy it unless it's a reasonable price. Okay, but if it's something that's more expensive, I will wait. I will look around. A lot of times, if it's a new thing that comes out, like the newest, they have those ninja things that, cook and bake and, those sorts of things, or they have the air fryers, those sorts of things. I never buy those things when they first come out. What I will do is I wait until the clones come out, which are probably half price. So I may have to wait a year before I can get whatever it is I want, but it saves you a lot of money to do that. So I always wait, I always look around to see if I can get it cheaper somewhere, or if I can make it cheaper, or I know somebody that's selling something similar that I can buy cheaper, then that's what I'll do. Even with clothing, I do that. Just kind of wait until the knockoff comes out. To me, it doesn't matter. Nobody's going to go look at the label on the back of your shirt to see who made it. So that's one of the things that I do to save money and still get the things in my life that I want to have. Okay, another thing that I do is I only shop the discount stores. A lot of times you get flyers in the mail for, the department stores. They're running a sale, you get 50% off. But a lot of these articles were overpriced to begin with. So are you really getting a deal? I guess you have to ask yourself that question. So I very, very rarely will shop in those types of stores. Again, I look for something. If I see an outfit I like, I ask myself, well, can I make something similar by putting together what I already have? And 80% of the time, I'm able to do that. So I do that. And a good way to avoid those kinds of temptations, when you get the flyers in the mail, I don't even look at them. I take them straight to my recycle can, and that's where they go. So that way I'm not even tempted. I know a lot of the department stores, they have sales on anything and everything from soup to nuts. So I just don't even look at them. I throw the flyer away, and, within a half hour I forget all about it. So another way I save money, I love my nails when they're manicured and they look nice. I do my own nails, and it doesn't have to be a session of sitting down and manicuring your nails. What I do usually is, I'll take my old polish off. Maybe when I'm sitting watching TV, I'll file my nails into the shape I like. And then sometimes I don't get around to putting the polish on till the next day. Or I'll put it on later that day when I have a few minutes, so that I know that I can let the polish dry without smudging it. So I will do that, and I sometimes wait, you know, from morning until evening before I put the second coat on. So that way, my nails always usually look good. I mean, sometimes, I let them go a little too long. And it doesn't cost anything. I mean, if you're spending $25 for a manicure and the polish doesn't last more than 2 weeks, usually it's just a week, that's a lot of money in a month. So I don't spend money on those things. And even in the summer, if I want to, a coat of polish on my feet, I'll do that. And to keep my feet soft and not rough, a lot of times I'll just put some Vaseline on my feet and put socks on. And that way, not everybody can stand sleeping with socks on, but if you're wearing socks anyway, you might as well put some Vaseline on your feet, and it's cheap and it keeps them from getting rough. And I'll throw a coat of polish on my nails in the summer. I don't bother in the winter because nobody sees my feet but me. So but again, a pedicure is expensive, anywhere from $20 to $25. So that's one thing I also do to save money. And nobody knows that I did my nails myself. Nobody can tell that. So that's one thing I do. Another thing that I do is I buy classic styles of clothes when I buy clothes. I have a lot of long sleeve t-shirts in a lot of different colors. I have tank tops in a lot of different colors. And what I usually do, and what saves me a lot of money, I buy clothes that I can layer rather than buying a lot of clothes that you can only wear in one season. Like if I buy a sweater, I buy a sweater that I can wear spring and fall and winter. And all I do is I either put a short sleeve t-shirt or a tank top or a long sleeve t-shirt underneath, and it's either warmer or cooler. So I buy my clothes that way, and buying classic clothes will save you a lot of money rather than something very trendy. It's a good thing to buy some accessories that go with it. It makes a big difference. You can take a really ugly pair of pants that you might want to go work in the yard in, as long as they're clean and not faded or anything like that. But something that you look really frumpy in, and you put on maybe a little heel with it, or you put a belt on and a sweater over the pants, and you'll look great. I mean, it's a matter of style. And I would like to do some videos on dressing up very plain clothes. I think it's a fun thing to do, and it's a very frugal thing to do, and that's another way I save money. Let me see what else I have here. Oh, now this isn't for everybody. If you have a big family, this probably isn't going to work. But if you wash your clothes, and when you take them out of the dryer, now I do this with a lot of my shirts and things, I'm sorry, out of the washer, and just hang them up on a hanger, and let them just air dry like that. You don't even have to stick them in the dryer, and then you have to take them out of the dryer, and then you have to hang them on the hanger. This way, they're dry, they're already hanging up. It's a lot less wear on your clothes, and they don't shrink. So that's a good way to save money. And you can hang everything up on the hangers already. And then when they're dry, if you have the space, just hang them in your closet. So you kind of save time that way too. Now I understand, excuse me, if you have a big family, that's not going to work so well. But it can still work for your own clothes if you have a little bit of space to hang them somewhere. In a bathroom, on a shower curtain. They're only going to be hanging there for, a few hours until they're dry. So that's a way you can save money too. Let me see, I have a couple other things. Oh, water bottles, plastic water bottles. And, not only are we hurting the environment by buying our water this way, if you look at some of these manufacturers of bottled water, they're just taking municipal water and putting it in a bottle. So what I have is I have a refillable bottle that actually has a filter on it. I can't remember if Brita makes it, but you can replace the filter so you can have your own filtered water right from the municipal sink that these people filled their bottles with. So, I don't buy bottled water. So, let me see if there was anything else. Oh, when you buy produce, I've found that a lot of times it goes bad really quickly. And especially when I don't want to go to the store so often because I'm trying to save money and stay away from temptation. So, what I do when I bring my produce home, I have a big pan, I fill it with cold water, I put a good shot of vinegar in with it, I throw the produce in there, and I let it sit for a few minutes. It gets rid of all the dirt and chemicals on the outside. And then what I do is I let it dry really well. And I have green bags that I've had for a long time. I reuse them. And depending on what the produce is, like if it's lettuce or something like that, I'll wrap it in a paper towel, put it in the green bag, and make sure all the oxygen and air is out of it. So I'll just kind of roll it, and then I seal it right away. So it's almost like just removing all the air from it. And it lasts a long time. And I found the salad that lasts the longest, for me anyway, is iceberg or romaine. Those will last almost 2 weeks. And I don't ever have a problem really, unless it's really a long time that your produce goes bad. But anyway, and washing it first gets all the bacteria off so it lasts longer. So that's what I do. And I think that's it, my friends. I don't have anything else that I can think of right now, but I'm sure I'll come up with something. So anyway, what are some of the things you do to save money that I haven't mentioned? I'm always wanting to learn and, do new things, and we all want to save a buck. So let me know down in the comments below what are some of the things you do to save money, and we can share some ideas. Okay, my friends, thanks for watching. Have a lovely day. It's really nice out today. It's in the 60s. And I will see you next time.